Time now for the Morning Rush. We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Not anything in the way of rain or snow today. We're just looking at sunshine and a little bit of high cloud cover. Putting this into motion, you can see there's not a whole lot. This little bit of snow that this model's putting out, it's attached to the storm system that's mainly up in Colorado. If we see anything in the way of clouds dropping snowflakes, I would be surprised because we're fighting a lot of dry air here in New Mexico. Albuquerque and areas to the south, nothing but a sunny sky. Helping to warm temperatures. Keep in mind tomorrow there's a cold front moving in, but there's no rain or snow attached to that front. It's just going to drop our temperatures out east. Fernanda.
Some countries are responding this morning to reported offensive comments President Trump made about immigrants from Haiti, El Salvador, and countries in Africa. The disparaging remarks came during an Oval Office meeting with lawmakers trying to forge an immigration deal. The president denied using that exact language, saying, though, his words were tough. Justin Hansen will not be getting more freedom while on house arrest. Hansen is awaiting trial accused in the beating of Brittany Marcel in her Albuquerque home in 2008. As part of his conditions of release, a family member must watch him at all times. Hansen filed a motion for more freedom, saying watching him has become a burden for family members. The state says that is not a compelling enough reason. Authorities are searching for a man who spent the night in a Big Five store and left the next morning with guns. It happened at the store on San Mateo in Manal last month. APD says the man got away with 3 shotguns and tactical gear. The ATF and the National Shooting Sports Foundation is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. The search continues this morning for survivors of the California mudslides. At least 17 people are dead, more than 40 still unaccounted for. Today, rescuers plan to search several areas for a second time, hoping to find victims in structures previously searched. Today, Haiti marks the 8th anniversary of the deadly 7.0 magnitude earthquake that killed more than 200,000 people and displaced nearly 1 million more. The Haitian Embassy in Washington will have a moment of silence to honor those who died in the earthquake that devastated their country in 2010. Kristen?
Today's first let's talk about this. A powerful storm moving through the Midwest this morning continues to push rain, snow, wintry mix over the eastern U.S. Chicago was actually flirting with historic warmth yesterday, but this weekend headed for below freezing temperatures. And much of the mid-Atlantic, eastern Great Lakes, northeast preparing for that same blast of winter weather, but that is continuing to push east. So now bringing you back to that Metro Threat Index, I wanted to tell you it's just a 2. We're talking breezy conditions. Everything else is near perfect here in Albuquerque with high temperatures in the 50s. Lots of sunshine today through this weekend. Sarah?
Golf courses across the metro are seeing more golfers this time of year compared to last year, which means more maintenance. Golf courses I spoke with say they are seeing more golfers more frequently. That means more maintenance that the crews have to do, and that means the work doesn't stop. Adam Roybal, general manager of UNM Golf Courses, says instead of having to clear off the snow, they're having to blow off the leaves and pine needles and water the green and keep it fertilized. Fernanda?
Santa Fe Brewing has plans to open a new tap house near the state capitol. The new location will be on Galisteo Street. This week, Santa Fe City Councilors approved the brewing company for their small brewer license there. The owner, Brian Locke, tells the New Mexican he's been looking for a new spot for the last 6 years. He says he was looking for a building that had some character to it. Happening today, the Bernalillo County Fire Department is unveiling its newest fire engine. The engine is the last to be replaced in the county and will go to Station 31 on Alameda. It cost the county more than $645,000. The department will do a traditional push-in this afternoon, as they do with every new engine, to get it into the fire station. Apple and its subsidiary in South Korea are facing a class action lawsuit for purposely slowing older model iPhones. The lawsuit is demanding that Apple pay $2.2 million in compensation. Apple admitted to slowing older iPhone models to stop the batteries from dying. They are now offering discounted battery replacement services for old iPhones. New CDC data shows asthma costs the U.S. economy more than $80 billion a year in medical expenses, missed work, and deaths. The annual per-person medical cost of asthma is about $3,200. Kristen?
Time now for a check on your Friday morning commute. Nothing major out there, looking pretty good on both interstates. I'm not seeing anything of concern either on the surface streets, but of course I'll be keeping eyes on the roadways for you throughout the morning, so stay with us for that.
CareerCast is out with 2018's ranking of the most stressful jobs in America. The first, military personnel. That's followed by firefighters, airline pilots, and police. 11 factors put these jobs on the high stress list, including travel, growth potential, deadlines, and physical demands. Some good news. Breaking Bad's Better Call Saul prequel has officially begun filming its 4th season right here in Albuquerque. Better Call Saul stars Bob Odenkirk as Jimmy McGill, who later becomes Walter White's attorney, Saul Goodman, on Breaking Bad. The production will create 150 jobs for New Mexico crew members and employ roughly 1,500 extras.
Wow.
I still have to watch that.
Good news. Yeah, I haven't seen Better Call Saul, but Breaking Bad, it's worth it.
I'm going to get to it. All right, it's time now for the 5 facts.
We begin with number 5. You could soon be able to buy Balloon Fiesta stamps. Albuquerque Representative Sarah Mieses Barnes is asking the U.S. Postal Service to issue a stamp commemorating the 50th International Balloon Fiesta. Her memorial points out the event's growth. The 50th Balloon Fiesta would take place in 2021.
And number 4, this morning, crews at local golf courses will be doing something they're not used to this time of year. That's maintenance. They say the unusually warm temps are drawing more golfers to their courses. The manager at UNM Golf Course says not only are they seeing more golfers compared to last year at this time, they're seeing them more frequently. They say they're working hard on maintenance, cleaning up leaves and needles, pine needles, and they say they're having to water the grass more.
That brings us to number 3. That nice mild weather continues today. Looking at sunshine across the board, slightly breezy conditions. Something to note though, overnight into tomorrow, cold front drops our temperatures 10 to 15 degrees out east.
Number 2, we're waiting to hear back from a city councilor after the ACLU filed a lawsuit over the new pedestrian safety law. Councilor Trudy Jones introduced the ordinance that outlaws people from soliciting money on sidewalks, medians, and off-ramps. Drivers can be cited for giving money or food to panhandlers. Now, in their lawsuit, the ACLU says the ordinance is an attempt to get homeless people out of the public's view. Jones says it's a safety issue. And at number 1, Santa Fe police getting some backlash after a post asking the public to help track down a suspect. Last month, police say Adrian Bleemer broke into a home and had an arrest warrant out for him. After he was caught, police say he was back out on the streets within a few hours. The next day, Santa Fe police posted on Facebook saying Bleemer is not wanted, but to let police know where he is, adding he's a threat to neighbors. Now some are saying the post was irresponsible and alarming. Police say the post was meant as a warning.